Hello friends, today on Study Scripture Online I want to take just a couple of minutes to chat with you about what I call the law of the harvest. Galatians 6 offers us a powerful truth. Whatever a man sows, this he will also reap. Four principles stand behind this law. The principle of investment, you reap only if you sow. The principle of identity, you reap only what you sow. The principle of increase, you reap more than you sow. And the principle of interval, you reap only after you sow. Today I want to focus just on the principle of increase. No farmer would plant a sack of grain in order to harvest a sack of grain. The only reason he plants a sack of grain is that he believes the return will be much greater than the initial investment. The spiritual harvest also multiplies. And that is a beautiful thing to behold when we are sowing to the Spirit. Take, for example, the sowing to the Spirit that is represented in generous giving. The universal experience of Christians who have practiced generous biblical giving is that the spiritual rewards far outweigh the financial sacrifice. In 2 Corinthians 9:6, Paul actually promises that. He says, "Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously." However, the principle of increase is a tragic truth when sowing to the sinful nature. Paul Laurence Dunbar, a brilliant African-American poet who died an alcoholic at age 33 in 1906, wrote his own autobiography in one of his poems. It expresses powerfully this principle of increase. "This is the price I pay just for one riotous day. Yes, I'll regret in grief and sorrow without relief. Suffer I will, my friends, suffer until the end, until the grave shall give me relief. Small was the thing I bought, small was the thing at best. Small was the debt, I thought, but oh God, the interest, the interest." You know, the principle of compound interest, which Einstein called the most powerful principle in the universe, operates in the spiritual harvest as well. People would never abuse alcohol, even once, if they understood the tragic results it can lead to in the lives of everyone around the abuser. People would not engage in sexual immorality, even once, if they could foresee the results of an unwed pregnancy, a sexually transmitted disease, a broken home, or the feelings of guilt and shame that are inevitable. For further exploration of this topic, click the link below, which will take you to a sermon entitled "The Law of the Harvest," based on Galatians 6:6 through 10.